Hey everybody, it's Emmitt with SE Power Consulting of the What's Up Solar podcast. Now, one thing that has really been a thing in my life has been Tiffany. This is Tiffany. Tiffany and I go way back. Tiffany is like my counsel. You know, like you have this like omniscient being that's in your life. Tiffany. Tiffany is with Solis now.
That's so sweet. Yes, thank you very much.
But what's going on? It's the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
What are you guys? How are you guys celebrating? What products are you coming out with new products, or are you just really glorifying what you have because it's so good?
Yeah, we're celebrating 20 years. Again, it's our birthday, if you will, at RE Plus, which is really nice. But and in being in solar such a long time, really what I've always valued when it comes to inverters specifically is quality.
Yeah.
And so, because coming from what you did too, us working together in the past, it's so important. And I've been very happy with Solis from a product perspective. We have 2 new hybrids that are coming out, a low voltage residential hybrid as well as a commercial hybrid. These will be UL listed end of the month. So I'm super stoked, especially as people are looking to have their inverter do more and to scale up to storage even later or be more flexible in that configuration.
Because you guys you're in the commercial space, you're in the CNI space.
Yes.
Are you in the distributed space as well?
A little bit. So I would say Solis is good for that small, large scale, right? So large scale. So no 10 megawatts. Well, no, we could do 10 megawatts. But,
hey, get the money, right?
We're string over central, right? So it has to be a balance of, what a customer wants to do in terms of deployment. But we don't have a large scale hybrid yet. Our hybrid commercial inverter that's coming out is that 30 to 60 kilowatt range. So pretty flexible. And then we also have a 208 within that too.
But there's an application that's probably really good for that is the Repower market, because you have older modules that aren't putting out as much voltage. So you don't want an extremely large inverter. You might want something that's, at the 50 level, maybe at the 75 level versus the 150 level.
Exactly, right. And then, of course, there's also a redundancy factor as well when you get into string. So, if one does go down, which we know inverters fail. Come on.
Yeah.
And if one goes down, you can actually continue to work on a Solis inverter if it's malfunctioned in the field and still producing, which is great from the integrated AC/DC disconnects, as well as that you have that redundancy. So if one has an issue, the whole plant's not
You see
down.
why I love her? She's talking it. She's talking to talk. Anyway.
Guys, I'm marketing, but engineer at heart. I fell in love with the solar industry. I was in EV charging for a little while, but Emmitt helped get me into it. So I love solar, and I'm excited to be here. And so
it's very rare, and this is why I'm such an advocate. And she's one of the influences that helped me to understand the melding, the yin and yang of marketing and training, because they go hand in hand.
Yes.
They really complement each other in how to train people, how to give the information. And now, at the benefit of Solis, they have this gem sitting at the helm, which is Tiffany Bley.
Very sweet.
I just praise you all day.
Oh, well, thank you. But I think, like you said, with training as well, same thing with marketing. You need to really understand the product and the customer and how it applies to them. So again, these inverters, they're just pieces of conversion equipment if you don't really understand how they'll get used.
Yeah.
And for me, it just helps because I'm a geek and an engineer at heart. I want to know how it works, and I want to know that they can depend on it before I go and push it out to the customer base. So
yeah, because you've done a couple of industries over the years, and one of those, which gives you a leg up on which was the EV market. You were in that for a minute before you came here, but it's all dealing with that electron, that energy. So that gives you a great perspective. What's coming up for the next cycle? Because we're going through some changes here in America.
Oh, to put it lightly, the solar industry is getting beat up again, but so is EV. In so many other industries as well. So I think we're a resilient industry, pun intended, right?
Okay.
Like resilience is our game, so we got to be. I think it's going to be the rebirth of string, especially on the residential side, and because people need to choose cost-effective solutions, or homeowners aren't going to realize ROI without the incentive.
Yeah.
So by then now, I'm excited for Solis with the hybrid inverters we have coming out on the residential side and even our existing grid tied platform, it's so cost effective. String is definite value benefit there, and it saves installers time and money.
Yeah.
They can deploy it and they don't have to offer a homeowner a $60,000 quote for solar plus storage.
Yeah, you know, and on the commercial side, because
yeah,
you know, I've gotten heavily into the operation and maintenance side. Operation and maintenance is really easy when you can get to the granular level versus you have this huge inverter
yeah,
and you have it covering like 500 strings versus you have one inverter is covering like 20 or 30 strings.
yeah.
You can localize your production. You can see the granularity of production. You can see how it all affects. And you guys offer products that allow for that.
Right. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, we're pretty excited. And then two, our 1500 volt on the, like, you know, we've done like 5 megawatt repower projects.
Yeah.
That has also a 690 volt option, so wide voltage operating windows.
So is this for a use with transform?
It's good for repowering.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 690 volts really good for the repowering space because it can be real flexible on how you deploy it, and then the transformers too.
Okay.
But then on the 1500 volt inverter, it also now can be single MPPT as well.
That's on the DC side, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you can also be single MPPT or 16 MPPT
Whoa.
with the same inverter.
Whoa.
So you can do it depending.
You said 16?
16 MPPT. It's a 350 kilowatt.
But but still, that's just a lot of.
Yeah, I know, but they're MC4 connectors, so they're pigtails. So
That's what I'm saying.
Easier.
Like,
yeah, but
wow.
I know. So that one now has a single MPPT option.
Is that with a built-in DC disconnect for that?
Yeah, I think so.
So you don't need an extra. Okay.
I'd have to check, but I'm pretty certain it has built-in DC disconnects.
We're nerding out here.
I know. Sorry.
Just let you know.
But some of them, yeah, it's so much information, but it's really fun to like try and capture everything.
All right, so let's go through it. Step this way a little bit.
Yeah.
Step over here. Right.
Ooh.
First day on your new feet. I've been there. So let's go through the product line. Let's go through. So you have the 1500 Solis, which is what I'm looking at, and I'll put a picture up to show you what that looks like.
Yeah.
1500 volt. It has an external DC disconnect as well.
Yeah. That's an AC combiner.
See? Even I get it wrong. But then you got down to the smaller ones, which we have the 25 to 60 at 480 volt.
Yes.
And then it's adjacent to that. I don't know what that product is.
So we've got 25 to 60, that's 480 volt. Within that family, there's a 208, 240 Highlight Delta, 30 kilowatt. We also have ProJoy's a guest in our booth today. They're doing a 600, a rapid shutdown device for commercial application, string level rapid shutdown to help with, saving costs and time as well. On the larger commercial 48 volt side, we have 75 to 125, and then within that a 60 kilowatt 208. And then on the hybrid side, we have high voltage 3.8 to 11.4. And then the low voltage, we have a 9.6 to 16. And then commercial, we have a 30 to 60. And then we also have export power management as well. So we have inverters is Solis' specialty, and there's entire families for just the most comprehensive platform.
And this is all off the top of her head. Hey, Tiffany, I want to thank you so much for having me over here.
Of course, thank you.
Appreciate
for
you.
By.
And now you see why I appreciate her so much. This is Emmitt at RE Plus 2025 in Las Vegas at the Solis booth. If you want more information, where can they find out more information online?
You guys can reach me directly or just go to solisinverters.com.
Till next time, love y'all.
Thanks. Bye.